Alright, what are we... Now, what are we doing? We're ranking Ben 10 aliens. That's what we're doing. Again, this was requested by Corvin. I did... All of the ones that you guys recommended in the Discord, I did put in a list, and we will do them another day, but today we're doing Ben 10 aliens. So, lock in. Ben 10's one of my favorite shows of all time. It's absolutely goated. Bro, you guys would not believe how difficult it was to find a decent fucking tier list of Ben 10 aliens. Like, on this website, there's about 500 different fucking Ben 10 alien, lists, but they all suck. They all, like, some of them, like, didn't have all of the aliens, some of them didn't have the ultimate aliens, some of them had, like... Some of them had, like, aliens, or, like, people that weren't Ben's aliens, that had, like, extra characters that, like, were, like, no one had ever seen before. It was, like, impossible, but eventually I found one. Anyways, I'll stop stalling. Do I need an F tier here? I don't think I need an F tier, because I don't think Ben has any F tier aliens. I think all of the aliens are at least D tier. There's no aliens that I absolutely hate, but if there is, I will make an F tier. And they even put him in, like, actual order for us as well, which is nice. Except they put the ultimates at the end, but that's okay. Anyways, let's start with the original series aliens. We've got, Firestorm? Firestorm. No. His name's not Firestorm. What am I talking about? What is it? Oh my god, people are gonna think I'm a LARPer. Firestorm is... I think he's solid. You know, I think a fire guy is always going to be pretty solid. It's hard to go wrong with a person with a guy with fire powers. So I'm gonna say he's a B tier. Because I think he's good, but I don't think he's one of the best. But I think he's solid. Wild Mutt, I'm not huge on. Wild Mutt is okay in some things. He just doesn't have a lot of personality, I feel, and like, his powers are kind of whatever. Like, he has good smell, and that's about it. I'm gonna say he's C tier. I don't hate him, but he's not my favorite. Diamond Head I like, but again, he's not my favorite. I think he's okay though. He's better than a lot of Ben's other, like, brawler characters, because he has, like, more diversity to his powers. I'm gonna say he's B tier. I'm gonna say he's B tier below Human Torch. Accelerate. I like Accelerate. I like speedy characters. I like Accelerate's design. I like the voice. I'm gonna say Accelerate is A tier. I like it. Actually, I'm gonna say Accelerate is high B tier. Fucking Galvin, I'm gonna say he's cool. Like, he's cool. He's smart guy, little guy, smart guy. Like, is pretty fine. Again, I think good for specific situations, but not my favorite. I'm gonna say he goes above Wild Mutt, but he's not my favorite. Forearms, I think this is gonna be a bit of a hot take, because I know a lot of people love Forearms. I think Forearms is kind of mid. I think Forearms is extremely mid. I'm not a huge fan of any, like, characters that their only thing is that they're strong. Like, he only is strong. He has 4 arms and he's strong, which is, like, it's fine, but it's not, like, he's not that interesting, but I feel like a lot of people love 4 arms because he's, like, a classic alien that Ben uses all the time. He's just not my favorite, you know? He's fine. I'm gonna say he's high C tier. Stinkfly... I haven't seen Stinkfly used a lot. I think Stinkfly is fine, but he's just kind of whatever. Yo, what's up, Porkegg? I'm gonna say Stinkfly is low C tier, above Wild Mutt, but below, Galvin. Ripjaws is whatever. Ripjaws is, like, he's, like, really good in the water, obviously, but he, like, doesn't really do anything else. I think he's D tier. Upgrade though is fucking goated. I love Upgrade. Upgrade is honestly one of my favorites. I'm gonna say Upgrade. Upgrade, I think, is S tier. I think he's like he's one of my favorite designs in the whole show. I think his powers are cool. I think he's really useful. I like him a lot. I think he's cool. I wish he appeared more often in the show. Ghost Freak, I think, is pretty cool. I think Ghost Freak is interesting, especially since the whole storyline with, Zaskar. How it, like, escaped the fucking Omnitrix. I think that was interesting. I'm gonna say he's high B tier. I'm gonna say he's low B tier. Because he's not my... I haven't seen Ben use him a lot. Like, but I think he's cool in terms of his, like, powers and stuff. Cannonbolt is fine. I have no problem with Cannonbolt, but again, he's not my favorite. Where would I put Cannonbolt? I think I would put Cannonbolt high C tier above Forearms. Because I think he's, like, more... I think he's more interesting than Forearms. Wildvine is cool. I like plant-based characters. I like plant-based characters. Where would I put him? I think he is fine. I'm gonna say he's low B tier. I actually have no idea who the fuck this character is. I think this is like... this must be a character that appears in like one episode, because I don't think I've ever seen this fucking alien before. Does anyone in chat know who this is? All I can see is mouth. Is he kind of like the proto version of Upchuck? Because, like, I don't know who this is. I'm just gonna say D tier because I don't know what that is. I think that's the only alien in the whole list that I don't know what it is, because I've genuinely never seen this before. Buzzshock is fine. I have no issue with Buzzshock. Like, I like his personality, I like his vibe. Electricity powers, he's small, he can fly. I'm gonna say he's mid C tier, below Forearms. What's it called? Octolizard? Octoblizzard? Blizzguana? Octoguana. I think Octoguana's fine. I think out of the ice aliens, he's probably my least favorite. Like, fucking... Why am I blanking on the alien names? Holy shit. I'm getting the fucking niche alien names, but I'm not getting the ones that I actually really like. Who's the fucking ice alien? Oh my god, this guy. He's like literally one of my fucking favorite aliens, and I'm blanking on his name right now. Anyways, Octoguana, I think is mid. I think it's worse. I think he's worse than Ripjaws. I don't really give a fuck about Octoguana. Blitzwolfer, I think is fine. I think he's my least favorite out of the Halloween aliens, but I think he's fine. He just has like enhanced strength, speed, smell. I'm gonna say he's mid C tier, below Forearms. The Mummy. I'm gonna say I like the Mummy. I haven't seen him a lot, but I know his like powers and stuff. I think he's fine. I don't have like super strong opinion on him. I would say he is... I like him better than Blitzwolfer. I'm gonna put him slightly above Blitzwolfer. Frankenshock. Frankenshock again. Not super strong opinions. No, I don't have super strong opinions on any of the Halloween ones. They're fine. They're just kind of gimmicky because like you see them once or twice and then you kind of like never see them again. I'm gonna say he's my favorite of the three, but he's still mid. Upchuck is goated. And I specifically like this Upchuck design. Upchuck is probably one of my favorites. I've always liked Upchuck. He eats stuff, he throws it up, he's cool. I like Upchuck. I like this version of Upchuck. The other design I'm not as big on. But they're the same alien. They're the same thing. Ditto is just a worse version of Echo Echo, so I'm gonna put him in D tier above Ripjaws. Eye Guy is fine. He's kind of boring. I'm gonna put him C tier. C tier below Galvin, above Stinkfly. Waybig is awesome. Waybig's awesome. He's A tier, obviously. Oh, this is Wildvine. I think this is just meant to be Wildvine. I don't think they have... No. This isn't Wildvine. This is the fire one. They had, like... He has, like, a fire guy who's also a plant guy, but I can't remember what his name is. He's cool. He's just a mix between these two, but he's cool. I would say he's probably here. He's probably above Human Torch, below Accelerate. Because he's literally just... He has the powers of these two combined. But I feel like he only had, like, one episode with him. He had, like, one episode where he showed what he is, and then he had a Halloween episode where he was, like, going through puberty, and then the alien transformed into this version. He had, like, alien puberty for an episode. Echo Echo was goated. Echo Echo is... I'm gonna say I like Echo Echo more... I like Echo Echo more than... Actually, no. Base Echo Echo... I like... he's S tier, but he's below Upgrade, I reckon, for me. I prefer the original Echo Echo design, though. This one looks kind of like a weird gremlin. The other one was better looking. Humongousaur is A tier, obviously. I'm gonna say Humongousaur is below Waybig, just because he's smaller. Out of all of Ben's just, like, brawler characters, he's definitely my favorite. I miss when Humongousaur used to be able to, like, grow bigger and smaller. Because he used to be able to grow with him. Like, he could be small or he could be, like, pretty big. But I feel like they got rid of that at some point, and then he kind of just stayed the same size. But yeah, he's obviously A tier, he's great, he's a classic character. This is... Oh, this is Jet Ray. I like Jet Ray. Jet Ray's fine. I have no issue with Jet Ray. I'm gonna say Jet Ray is below Blitzwolfer, above Buzzshock in C tier. Oh my god, what the fuck is the name of this alien? I need to look this up. I'm blanking so hard right now. Big Chill! Oh my god, bro. Bro, I literally love Big Chill. Big Chill is, like, literally one of my favorite. He's probably one of my top 3. And I was fully fucking blanking on his name. I don't know why. Big Chill, I like Big Chill's S tier. Big Chill's probably my favorite, out of the ones we've done so far. I would say I like him more than Upgrade. I like him a lot. Chromastone, I don't really have big... opinions on Chromastone. I didn't see a lot of episodes with Chromastone in it. I remember the episode where Diamond Head became Chromastone, and that was kind of the only time that I've seen him be used. But I like him in theory, how he, like, absorbs energy and then spits it out. I would say I like him... I would say he's low B tier. For me, personally. What do we got? We've got... This is... What's his name? Smart guy, crab, electric guy. I like him, and actually, you know why I like him? It's because there is one episode in Omniverse where he's fighting, I think they're called the Defenders, or the Revengers, or something like that. They're like an Avengers ripoff. And there's like a really good, it's like one of the best episodes in Omniverse, I reckon, where they become like the new superhero team, and then people kind of don't like Ben anymore, and then Ben quits. But there's a really, really good scene where Ben they like Ben's just like kind of chilling, and then the all like four of the guys pull up on Ben, and they're like, "We hate you. We're gonna beat the shit out of you." And he's like, "You guys suck. I don't even need to like pick which alien I need to use. I'm just gonna like randomly pick an alien, and whatever it is, I'm gonna beat you guys up with it." And he gets this guy, and it's actually a really, really good scene. So I actually quite like him as a character. I would say I like him. I'm gonna put him high B tier, below Accelerate, because I think he's a good mix of like a lot of different abilities. And I like his voice as well. Spider Monkey is S tier. I love Spider Monkey because he's a Spider-Man. He's a monkey, which is one of my favorite animals. And he's a Spider-Man, like, ripoff, who's obviously my favorite superhero. I would say I like Spider Monkey less than Echo Echo. Goop. I like Goop. I'm gonna say Goop is... I mean, Goop isn't useful for a lot of things, but I do like Goop. I'm gonna say he's below Brainstorm, or whatever his name is. Alien X is obviously goated. I hate the Omniverse design. I wish they kept the Alien Force design. I don't like the fucking Crimson Chin shit that he's got going on, but I like Alien X. Obviously, he's the most OP character. He's cool. He's got mad aura. It's hard to be like, you can't lie and say that you don't like fucking Alien X. Like, that would be ridiculous. Magnet guy, Magnazone, whatever his name is. Again, I haven't seen Ben use him a lot. He just has magnet powers. I'm gonna say he's low B tier, just because I haven't really seen him a lot. I'll say he's above Chromastone, though. Wrath? Again, this might be a hot take. I don't really like Wrath. I always found Wrath to be really annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't, like... He's just always aggressive. He's always pissed off for no reason. And I get that that's supposed to be, like, funny in the show. Like, they're just, like, doing something, and then Ben turns into Wrath, and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." And it's like, I get that's meant to be funny, but I just, like, never... It always pissed me off, because they would be, like, dealing with a stressful situation. They'd be dealing with a stressful situation, and then they'd be like, he'd turn into Wrath, and then Wrath would immediately just be pissed off and, like, getting in people's faces. And I'm like, bro, Ben, you gotta, like, chill and, like, think things through and, like, fucking figure out what you gotta do to win the fight that you're in. Like, you don't just, like, turn into Wrath and start, like, punching people and getting pissed off. And again, he's also just, like, another boring sort of brawler character. So I'm gonna say for me personally, I'm gonna say he's... D tier, below Ditto, above Ripjaw. This is like the insect guy. He's like a, what's his name? Nanosect or something? Nanobug? He's just like he's like smaller than this guy, and he flies. But he's not smart. He's fine. I haven't seen him a lot. I'm gonna say he's below Buzzshock. Water guy. I'm not a huge fan of, like, water powers, personally. Like, he's fine. I've got no issue with him, but he's just not my favorite. I think he's kind of mid. I would say he's... better than these guys. I'm gonna say he's C tier, below Forearms, above Frankenstein. Turtle guy, wind guy. Again, I'm not huge on him, but I don't hate him. I like him better than the water guy. I'm gonna say he's just above the water guy. Armadillo, I don't really care about. I don't love Armadillo. He's kind of boring. I like him more than the water guy, but less than the turtle. Energy is probably the best out of the 5 from that storyline. I like Energy. I like how he's Russian. I like the idea of him, how he's meant to be like a living sort of nuclear reactor kind of thing. I think his powers are pretty cool. I would say he's B tier, below Below crab, above goop. Amphibian is what? Electric. Amphibian's like an electric sort of ghost, right? He's kind of like Big Chill, but he's electric, right? He's fine. I have no issue. I would say he's B tier below Chromastone. I'm gonna say he's, yeah. Actually, no. I'm gonna say he's top of C tier. Because he's like fine, but he's just kind of not memorable. Fast Track is just a shittier version of Accelerate. So I'm gonna say D tier. D tier below Wrath, above Ripjaws. Clockwork is A tier. I like time powers. I think every time Ben used him, it was pretty cool. I liked the different ways that he used Clockwork as well. I didn't think he used him too much. I think he used him just enough. So I think I like Clockwork. I would say I like Clockwork more than. Yeah, I think I like him more. He's A tier above Way Big, below Upchuck, I reckon. Chameleon. Chameleon's boring. He just turns invisible. I don't really give a fuck about Chameleon. He's like D tier. He's probably my least favorite, because I'm not counting this guy, because I don't know who the fuck this guy is. But he's probably my least favorite, because you only see him, you see him like once ever. He's got boring powers. He's just really forgettable. Shock, what's his name? Shock Rock? Shock Gorilla? It's something like, it's like Shock something. He's an electric guy. I like him more than Amphibian. I would say I'm gonna say he's below Ghost Freak, above Wildvine. Cause like, he's probably the best electric guy. Actually, yeah, I would say he's the best electric guy, but he's just not, like, I don't care that much about him. This is Eatle. Eatle is fine. Again, he's kind of just a worse version of Upchuck, because he eats the stuff, but he can't upchuck it, you know? But he's fine. I would say he's probably... I don't hate him. Actually, you know what? I don't hate Ditto either. I know Ditto's a worse version of Echo, but I actually don't hate Ditto. I think putting him in D tier is a little bit too harsh. I would say D tier is probably for the ones that I, like, actually don't like. I'm gonna say, because Ditto has good personality, at least. Like, his powers are kind of whatever, but he has good personality. I'm gonna say he's C tier below Water Hazard. I don't like Wrath. I don't like Fast Track. I don't hate Ripjaws. I just think he's boring. I would say I should put Ripjaws in C, I reckon. Octaguana I do hate, because he's just a worse version of Big Chill, and the other ones I do hate. Eatle, I'm gonna put Eatle in C tier above Eye Guy. Oh, this is, what's his name? This is the mechanic guy. I never saw him use the mechanic guy a lot. He's kind of like a worse version of Upgrade, because he doesn't like become the technology, he just upgrades it. Like, he just manually fixes it. I actually don't like him. I'm gonna say he's below, he's just above Chameleon. Feedback is A tier. Feedback's goated. Feedback is legendary. I would say Feedback's got, like, cool design, he's got good powers, he's got good personality, he's got good storylines attached to him. You know what, I might even put Feedback in S tier. I think he's bottom of S tier for me. I like Blocks. Blocks is good. I thought it was an interesting idea to have, like, a Lego powered character. I know a lot of people didn't like Blocks, because he's like one of the first aliens you see in Omniverse, and I know a lot of people didn't like the transition from Ultimate Alien to Omniverse. But he's in the first episode of Omniverse, and I actually quite liked him. I think the powers are unique. And I don't mind the design. I would say he's probably B tier for me. I would say he's B tier above Goop, below Energy. What's his name? Gravitack, I think, is his name. Again, I like the design, I like the powers, I like gravity powers. I think that's interesting. I would say I like him. I would say top of B tier. Grasshopper. Grasshopper. He's fine. He's just not that. He's like just agile, but he doesn't really have great powers. He's just fast and he can jump high. I'm gonna say he's C tier. He's C tier. C tier below Buzzshock, above Nanotech or whatever his name is. Oh, this is the ball guy. This is the one that rolls up balls and explodes them. Um, he he's fine. I think he has interesting powers that are kind of useful. I don't love the design, but he does actually get used a fair few times throughout Omniverse. I don't hate him. I don't hate him, but I don't think I can put him higher than, like, low B tier. I think he's bottom of B tier for me. I don't really know this dude. This guy is... This guy just bites stuff, doesn't he? I don't really remember what this guy's power is. I don't remember what he is, so I'm gonna put him at the bottom of C tier. Pixie. Pixie... Her powers were like she can fly, and then she can also make people like see visions or something like that. Like she can make hallucinations, I think. She was fine. She was fine. I think she's a little bit forgettable, but she's fine. I'm gonna put her. Oh, Grey Matter. That's his name. I finally remembered her. I'm gonna put her below Grasshopper. No idea about show makes it more funny. Bro, you gotta watch it. Wait, they don't have Ben 10 over in China? That's crazy, bro. You gotta get on the Ben 10. It's goated. Do you like superheroes? Like, do you like Superman? Do you like Batman? Stuff like that? It's like that. Except he can become, like, a million different superheroes. Like, every single character is like a different superhero with different powers. It's a great show. This is Mustache Mole. I think Mustache Mole is a funny character. I don't like his powers are unique. I think he's fine. I like the personality. I would say he's low B tier, below the ball guy. This guy is fine. You actually do see this guy a couple of times in the show. His power is just that he is, like, invulnerable, basically. Like, I think he feels pain, but he, like, can't really get injured. Is his whole thing. He's just basically invincible. But he's funny in the show, because every time, Ben always turns into him by accident. So it's kind of funny whenever it happens, because he's just like, oh, I'm gonna turn into some, like, kick-ass alien, and then it becomes this guy. And the only thing that he can do is just, like, survive. And so it's kind of interesting. Yeah. I think bottom of B tier is fine. Kick and Hawk. I actually really like Kick and Hawk. I think Kick and Hawk is one of my favorite of the Brawler characters, because he's got cool personality. I like the design, I like the personality. I'm gonna say that he is... above... I'm gonna say he's... I'm gonna say he is... between energy and blocks in B tier for me. Oh, this is... Oh, what's his name? His name is, like, Ugly Guy or something, right? Or something like that. I'm pretty sure you only see him use this character, like, once, ever. I know he uses it against the clown guy. And I think that might be the only time I've ever seen him use it. His power is just that, like, if you see his face you get really scared because apparently he's like crazy ugly or something like that. He's fine. He's funny. You don't. He doesn't get used a lot, but I like the idea. I'm gonna put him low B tier. Pterodactyl. This guy just has a jetpack, right? He just flies. He's like a worse version of Jet Ray. He's like a worse version of Jet Ray, and I don't really like Jet Ray to begin with. So I'm gonna put him below. I'm gonna put him below Wild Mutt. Tom, Jerry, SpongeBob, Flintstones, Popeye, Kung Fu Panda. Okay, I mean, that's a good couple of shows. Like, you've got a couple key shows there. You've got SpongeBob and you've got Kung Fu Panda. But Ben 10, you've got to get Ben 10. Ben 10's goated. Oh, this is the frog guy. The frog guy was actually cool. I liked him. He had good personality, and in one of the episodes, he turned into him and he started flirting with the hot frog girl, and that was funny. I liked him. I didn't like him as much as Kickenhawk, but I did like him. I'm gonna say he's below Goop. Oh, this is Atomics, right? He was just like really, really strong, wasn't he? He's like as strong as an atomic bomb or something like that. He's fine. I like the design, but he's just not that interesting. I'm gonna say top of C tier. Gut Rot. I didn't see him use Gut Rot a lot. Gut Rot, his ability is that he can like mix different gases inside of him and like make it and then like expel it. So he's like a living gas, like chemical bomb weapon. I like the idea, but I haven't seen him a lot, so I'm gonna put him bottom of B tier. Actually, I'm gonna put him above Toothpick or whatever his name is. Wampire. I actually remember this guy. He was cool. He just had like vampire powers. And I think he could also like shoot a thing that controlled people as well. Yo, thank you for the 5 bits, Tetra the Thief. Appreciate it. The fact you put Upchuck in A and not S tier makes me very angry, and my opinion is this community is incredibly important, clearly, so I must ask for a refund for every bit I've donated. I don't know how to give refunds on bits, so I'm sorry to do that to you, but I hope you enjoy the rest of the stream. I appreciate the 5 bits. I like Upchuck. Look, he's at the top of A tier. I like Upchuck. I just can't put too many people in S tier, you know? Well, I'll see you in small claims go. Yeah, emphasis on small claims, because it's like, how much is 5 bits? It's like literally like 2 cents or something, isn't it? What was I saying? Vampire. I like, Vampire is probably my favorite out of all of the Halloween ones. How are you gonna put the friggin' Spider Monkey Evo in S tier and not Upchuck? Look, I like Upchuck a lot. I do. I just don't think he's S tier. I think he's A tier. I think top of A tier is perfect. Cause S tier is like my favorites, like my absolute favorites. A is like guys that I like. When Ben turns into them, I like it. You know, I'm like, oh cool, it's this character. But this is your tier list. Okay. I didn't realize that. I'm sorry. Here's the difference between S tier and A tier for me, right? If Ben turns into someone in A tier, I'm like, oh cool, it's Upchuck. Oh cool, it's way big. Hell yeah. If he turns into someone in S tier, I'm like, oh my fucking god, holy shit. Oh my god, he turned into Upgrade. Holy fucking shit, this is awesome. Like, that's my fucking goat. That's my goat, you know? Like, that's the difference for me, you know? It's okay, I accept your apology. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's like the bar between A tier and S tier. B tier is like, oh cool, I like this guy. Like I'm like, oh cool, I probably haven't seen this guy in a while. Like I'm not mad that he turned into this character. C tier is like, whatever. I don't really care about this like character. It is what it is, you know. He's just like, I'm sure like they're probably just doing it because we haven't seen this alien for a while, right? And then D tier, it's like, oh fuck, you turned into this fucking guy. God damn it. Ugh. You know, like that's my reactions. Vampire. Where did I put the other ones? These are the other Halloween guys. I liked him. Topic, that was this guy's name. Vampire. There was definitely a couple of episodes where he actually used him, but I don't really care about his powers. I'm gonna put him bottom of B tier. Cause I'm like, actually no, I'm gonna put him top of C tier below Atomic, I reckon. Cause I'm like, he's fine. Alright, now we got the ultimates. Now we have the ultimates. So this is ultimate of this guy. This is the fire plant guy. Out of all of the ultimates, this is probably my least favorite, I'm not gonna lie. I think he's just kind of, cause like I don't really care that much about this guy, and his ultimate didn't really do anything crazy with the added power. So I'm gonna probably put him in C tier. I'm gonna put him between Turtle and Armadillo. Ultimate Humongousaur is sick. I like Ultimate Humongousaur. I'll put him up in A tier. Ultimate Echo is fucking goated. I would say Ultimate Echo is definitely my favorite ultimate, cause he's like Echo. Like he can't clone himself, but he's just like awesome, you know. And he's got like the discs, and he's like ching ching, like he throws all the discs, and then they like go around, and then it's like boo 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 boo, and it does like all of the waves of sound. And also, that's how we defeated Kevin Levin, you know, when Kevin was going crazy in Omniverse. I mean, in Ultimate. Like, that was sick. Like, when he was like, alright, I gotta stop fucking around, I have to kill Kevin. He turned into fucking Ultimate Echo, and he cooked his ass in 2 seconds. And it was awesome. Ultimate Spider Monkey. I liked Ultimate Spider Monkey. I think I like him less than regular Spider Monkey, but I do like him. I'm gonna say he's A tier. I'm gonna say he's bottom of A tier. I think this is supposed to be Ultimate Big Chill. I don't like that they used the Omniverse designs for all of them, because some of the Omniverse designs are not as good as the Ultimate Alien designs. Actually, I would say almost all of the designs are not as good as Ultimate Alien. But I do really like Ultimate Big Chill. Fire so cold it burns. Fucking hard ass line. This is Ultimate Cannonbolt. I think it's fine. It's better than regular Cannonbolt, but it doesn't really change anything. Ultimate Wild Mutt, again, I don't really like Wild Mutt, and it doesn't really change anything, so it's like only slightly better. Ultimate Way Big is fine. It's better than Way Big, but it's not better by much, because all it does is make him bigger. Because, I mean, like, what else are you gonna do with Way Big? It's like, oh my god, Ultimate Way Big. How are we gonna make a Way Big even cooler? Let's just make him bigger, you know? So I get they didn't have that much to work with. But I do like him. Heat Blast sounds the most coolest. Heat Blast is pretty cool. It is a cool name. Well, he was the first alien that you ever saw in the show. He's the original guy that Ben turns into in the first episode. So they had to be like, all right, let's pick our one of our coolest guys to like show off first, you know. Ultimate Gravitac. Ultimate Gravitac I actually like because he sort of turns into a planet. He sort of turns into a planet, and I think that's pretty cool. I think this is Ultimate Arctiguana. I don't even know why Arctiguana has an ultimate, but I guess I'll just put it in D tier. Ultimate Wrath. I don't like Wrath, so I don't really care about his ultimate. Ultimate Grey Matter, I think is ugly. I think he's ugly, but I think he's better than regular Grey Matter. But yeah, this is the list. How do we feel? How do we feel about the list as a whole? I tried not to put too many guys in S tier because I honestly could have put a couple more guys in S tier, but I tried not to. But how do we feel about the list as a whole? Any questions, comments, concerns? I'm gonna take that as a no because no one fucking said anything. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the tier list segment of the stream. Let's get into Smash Bros.